Welcome back to another video, everyone. Today I want to talk about the Metaverse because I've never spoken about it on this channel before since it's become relatively popular over the past year or so, but I've seen quite a few clips about it, and there was one that I seen yesterday that made me want to make this video. But my biggest thing with it is that I still don't understand what it even is or what it's for. The definition of it is a virtual reality space in which users can interact with a computer-generated environment and other users, which sounds like any other video game. Sounds like an MMO. I don't know if there's any VR games, VR MMOs, but let's take World of Warcraft. What do you do in that? Well, you're in a video game world, a virtual world. You interact with other users. You're interacting with the video game. How is it any different? And another thing that reinforces this in my mind is the clips that I've seen, because they just look like shitty video games. Shitty video games with graphics that you would have seen 15 years ago. There was one clip I seen a few months ago, maybe a year ago now, of somebody shopping in the Metaverse. So they were walking down an aisle in VR, picking stuff up and putting it in their trolley, or their cart, or whatever the fuck you call it. And there's like an assistant there. It's like a tutorial in a way, like pick the item up and then put it in the basket. The graphics were terrible. It was this desolate supermarket, nobody in there, terrible graphics, and he was just shopping in the Metaverse. And my question is, what's the point? Grocery shopping in itself is a mundane activity. Nobody does it for fun. You do it because you kind of have to, you know, you need the food for the week or the month. At least you're getting something out of it when you go to Asda or Sainsbury's to get your shopping. At least you're coming home with some food for the week. What do you get out of shopping in the Metaverse? I truly do not understand. You are doing a boring activity and you're not even getting anything from it. What do you do with the food that you buy in the Metaverse? What do you do with it? Do you feed it to your virtual character? You don't need food to make a virtual character survive. Unless it's a survival game where that's the whole point. But it's not. The only thing I could see being useful is if you put on the VR, you're walking around a virtual supermarket, putting stuff in your trolley, you pay for it, and it's linked to real life. So it's linked to an actual supermarket. They get the money in real life and then they deliver it to your house. But I don't think that's a reality right now, and I don't know if I would like that. Two reasons mainly. First of all, you can already buy groceries online, right? You just go on the website. It's not as exciting as being in VR, but it's probably more efficient, a lot more faster to just select some items, add them to the basket and buy it. And second of all, if the whole point of the Metaverse is to simulate all these real life activities like shopping or going to work or going to the gym, isn't that kind of depressing that you're doing everything in your own room, even shopping? Like, you're not even getting out anymore to go shopping. That doesn't seem fun to me in the slightest. The graphics aren't anything, you know, these are graphics. If you've seen any of the clips, these are graphics that you would have seen in like a 90s MMO. I've seen MMOs from the early 2000s that look way better than what they're doing right now. And again, maybe it's limited to the VR or the scale of the world. Doesn't change the fact though that it looks miserable to exist in. And I've seen this picture here of this office and Mark Zuckerberg's new and improved avatar, his full body avatar, and I just think it looks no different from a video game. And at least in a video game, they look better, they're more fun. You have your own characters and things that you can get for them and whatnot. And there's a lot of social interaction again, especially if it's an MMO. And then you've got the Metaverse, which not only looks worse, but what do you do in it? Some people have compared it to VR chat, which, yeah, I just remembered that. That looks way better than any Metaverse clip that I've seen so far. PlayStation Home in 2007, it looks exactly like what the Metaverse looks like now. You know, social interaction, avatars, a virtual world. This is why I can't distinguish it from any other video game. It's just with video games, they are fun. I don't know how far it's going to progress. I don't know what the eventual goal is or if it will change. The only way I could see it being distinguished from a video game or having any appeal is if it was connected to real life somehow. Like again, if you went shopping in the Metaverse in that virtual reality world, the stuff you buy gets delivered to your house like it would be if you bought it online. But I've already said, not only do I not want that, I don't know about you guys, I would not want that. I'd rather just go there and get it myself because it's instantaneous, or if I'm going to buy it online, I'd rather just do it on the website. But there's only so much you can recreate in the Metaverse. You can't simulate everything. Let me know down below what you think about it. Let me know if I'm wrong about anything. It's just right now, I don't see the point in it. I don't see the appeal in it. I don't see what the hell it's useful for. I think it looks terrible. I think it looks worse than things that have existed for over a decade at this point. And I don't see any reason as to why I would ever want to use it unless I have to, because there's things connected to it, and I just had to get it. That being said, let me know down below what you think about it. Fill me in on any information that I'm unaware of. Definitely subscribe if you're new here, and I will see you all in my next video.